Hello everyone, my name is Faith Motegi and this is my platform, Parenting Conundrums. Okay, over the last few weeks, because this has periodically been cropping up in my conversations and the whatever discussions I'm getting on the timeline, and it's all about how do you start having the discussion about birds and bees with your children. So there was a clip that was shared within the platform that I ran, Parenting Conundrums on WhatsApp, and someone was wondering, is this how I'm supposed to be kind of explicit with how to explain the birds and the bees, reproductive health to my children? And the thing about it is, it's not even, I want you to look at how do you unmask this aspect of sex and sexuality, reproductive health, the birds and the bees, who is a bird, who is a bee, and all that kind of thing. So let me put it this way. If your child has not asked you, if your preteen child has not asked you, whether girl or boy, has not asked you a question concerning body parts, concerning relationships, concerning sex, concerning basically this aspect of reproductive health, I would be curious as a parent and as a guardian who they're asking that question to or from, getting their answers from. Why am I concerned? It's because we may be too scared to start a conversation that the world is so willing to open chapters upon chapters to your son, to your daughter. And I keep telling parents this and guardians, you need to talk to your children about sex and sexuality, about reproductive health. I'm not saying that it's about the act, about procreation. It is basic hygiene. It starts there. How do you love yourself as a human being? Because if you're looking for love from all the wrong places, it doesn't really shape up to be the best experience ever. It means hygiene. Yes, this hygiene. It means, are you a good friend? Do you have good friends? What is the definition of a good friend? It means by the time you're having friendship, and yes, you need to go somewhere, you need to hang out and whatever other hashtag phrases there are you safe with the people you're going with? Because social media is awash with, you go to a party, it is a sleepover, whatever the case may be. I'm not against sleepovers, but at the same time, terms and conditions apply. So you go out with your friend, and then all of a sudden, it becomes a case of everybody else gets home safe and sound, but you or a child ends up in the morgue or ends up in hospital. So who do they go out with? So it's about their taking care of their self-esteem, their self-worth. It is about who are they relating with. It's about, okay, so by the time you're in this relationship, what do you need from it? There's an aspect of consent. So ladies and gentlemen, parents and guardians, this is just an eye-opener to you that we are not, you think by talking to the children about sex is going to lead them towards sex. But if there's something that this season that we are in, the internet, the doors that you were able to barricade when it comes to social media, when it comes to the basically gadgets and the rest, they got broken down. They were smashed into pieces of sort. Yeah, that's figurative language. In that every household needed to have Wi-Fi or internet access, needed to have a smartphone, and yet for you, you are saying until they are a certain age is when I'll get them the phone. And even though your child doesn't have the phone, remember how you used to watch the programs that you were banned in your house by going to someone else's house or being told or see, whatever the case. So the phrase that I want to end this, because we need factual words, like what exactly do you say and how do you do it, especially in the case of we were never told, we found ourselves in this thing. So the thing about it is, you want your child to stay pure, to not explore or to be dirtified, let me put it that way, with these taboo subjects. But the thing about it is, at one point you want them to get children, marry, and pass on the lineage, carry on the name, your family name. So if you do not have a discussion with them, if it is uncomfortable for you, I keep on saying, and I will not stop saying it, get somebody else who can. Write it down. But I'm giving you a heads up that if your child has not asked you the question, they are asking someone or something else. And that someone or something else does not have the values you want to pass on. So, my closing statement, especially for this video, is don't prepare. You cannot prepare the world for your child. You have to prepare your child for the world. And how do you do that? You look around and you say, okay, so what armor do they need? What basic skills do they need? What interactive social skills do they require? If I am not able to pass that on, how can I get them in a space? I'm not saying they stop being children. No, you're just equipping them for what the world is throwing their way. And the world is not stopping. Even their cartoons are coming with their various ways of depicting sex and sexuality. So what you may think is safe for your child to watch may no longer be holding the values that you think it had when you are watching them. So ladies and gentlemen, it's about time we begin having the talk about the birds and the bees, and not a biology talk about birds and bees. It's basically, how does a child thrive in a world that is throwing sex and sexuality left, right, and center? So if you have any questions, you're wondering how do you begin this question, how do you begin this conversation, I will link up the different videos that I have talked about this, and also just put it down on my comment section, and I will do my level best to get back to you. Okay? So thank you so much for those who have subscribed. For those who haven't, kindly join the family. We are here, Parenting Conundrums. Share it within your network. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, and bye-bye.